Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Orphanlast, aka Skylar Madison, and today I'm just playing around with my logo design. I do plan on actually keeping my logo up to date, just kind of updating it every year, just a little bit here and there. And I'm going to go ahead and use this this photograph that I took of myself basically just as, well, I guess I'm tracing it, not really much as a reference, but you know, when you're doing logo design, I don't really consider logo design as something where I'm trying to do something ultra artistic. So you know, tracing isn't that bad of a thing. Actually, in any sort of situation, tracing isn't necessarily a bad thing, just as long as you know that you can draw it. It's just I didn't want to just, you know, toil over this for hours and hours and hours, because ultimately I'm trying to get to the point to where I can finish the other tutorial, and I have a tutorial on how to color your animations, but it's 8 hours worth of content, and it's not like most of my other videos where I can just whip through 8 hours worth of like footage and just provide the video at the end of the week. I worked all day yesterday after coming home from work, and I only whittled down 30 minutes worth of that 8 hours worth of footage, and so, you know, I need more time in order to release that video. Now, the final result of the adjustment with this logo, I'm not really quite sure if I'm happy with it. I changed up the color scheme and stuff like that, and you know, normally that's not something that you want to do, but I'm within my first 2 years of blogging here on YouTube, so I think I'm allowed to kind of play around with my image, even kind of dramatically if I want. But the yellow and the red, you know, it kind of brings to mind the idea of fire, and, you know, it might actually evoke the feelings of hostility out of the people that happen to look at it. So I'm not really quite sure how I feel about that. I didn't actually set out to change the color palette to the logo, but in the end, as one of the final steps in this video, that's exactly what I wound up doing, and I kind of liked it, and, you know, but the more and more I look at it, I'm just thinking, I don't know if I like that. But anyways, if you guys would like to participate inside of a poll in order to kind of let me know what you think, I'm going to have a poll on Twitter to kind of get a bit of a consensus of what people think. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that if everyone says, oh yeah, this is cool, yeah, it's awesome, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to keep it. It's just I'm interested in what people think of this new design for the logo. That's it. That's all that I'm really kind of interested in. And feel free to leave a comment there on Twitter or here inside of the video, you know, comments and such like that. Now, if you guys don't know how to access my Twitter feed and such like that, there's, you know, I have a link inside of every single one of my video descriptions below where you can just go ahead and click on it. You know, I believe I have my email address, you know, how you can find my Facebook. It's not really a group, but my Facebook page, and you know, you can find a bunch of other different things in order to contact me or just follow me in different ways, and yeah, all that good stuff. Now, I didn't, you know, a lot of playing around with logo design is, you know, making a selection, playing around with things, inverting the selection, playing around with things and such like that. And I didn't really like having the ear look so wonky. And actually, that's one of the things that I'm not happy about with the original logo. The ear looks like something that would be on a chimpanzee or something. On the logo that I've been using in all of my videos of recent history. And but it's not just that. When you make a logo, you want to make sure that it looks good when it's big, and you want to make sure that it looks really good when it's really small, because you're going to be using that logo in a lot of different ways. You're going to have it on banners. Maybe you might want it to be easily converted to being a vector image. That way, when it is, you know, when it's a vector, you can blow it up to being the size of a billboard. You want to make sure that it's also easily identifiable when it's really small, because, you know, you could be inside of chat rooms and you might want to present your business or something like that with your logo, or, you know, maybe you might need to send out bills or newsletters or something through the mail or something like that, and you want to be able to be able to really make your logo really small so that it could be on the corner of your letters and such like that. or inside of the paperwork, inside of the letter and such like that, so that, you know, people look at it and they can see our logo. You also want it to be easily transferable to being black and white, because when you do send your logo out inside of the mail and such like that, you're not going to want to have this super elaborate multicolored logo that's been minimized to being really small. And especially if you have to send out a couple 100,000 of the letters out there, you're going to run out of a lot of ink. And, you know, colored ink does tend to be pretty expensive and such like that. Now, I don't have any reason to do all of those things, but what I do notice is when I'm on the Discord chat or leaving a comment on someone's video on YouTube, I have no idea what my logo, like, it doesn't even look like my logo anymore. Now, here I did a dramatic change to the image, and I wound up having a lot of artifacts, but that's enough to kind of communicate what I did with the video. If you guys liked it or didn't like it, feel free to participate in the poll. That pretty much concludes it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys didn't like it, please like, share, and subscribe anyways. And if you guys would like to take a look at any of my other videos, feel free to click on the ones that are appearing on the screen right now.